Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Microsoft Innovator Educator Experts and Showcase Schools kickoff for the 24-25 year. We are very excited that you are here and that you will be able to learn about the program and about all of the offerings. And we're going to start with this welcome. We're going to meet the team. I will be introducing myself. Our program managers will walk you through our About the Community, actions to take, and calendar of events. We're going to have a very, very awesome special guest presentation from a speaker that I'm sure many of you know and love. We will have some remarks from our program director, and then we will also move into breakout sections so that you can get deeper, detailed information on what's to come in the year ahead. Now let's meet the team. As you will see here on the screen, we have several team members who you will meet today throughout this presentation. You will meet Patrick Osteen, who is our Learner Programs Director within Microsoft Philanthropies, and he will be sharing more about the Microsoft Philanthropies Book of Work. I'm Keisha Jackson. I am the strategy lead for the MIE and Showcase School programs, and I'm very excited to be in community with you all today. You will hear from Kaylee, I'm sure a person who is known to many of you, and also Clara. They are the managers of the respective programs, and we are excited to be here with you today and offering more information. And so just a bit about myself. So welcome to all of you into this program. We are so glad that you are here. We are excited to engage with you in community through digital means and through conferences and events throughout the year. As I said, my name is Keisha Jackson. I've been with Microsoft for the past 6.5 years. Prior to that, I worked in education, specifically higher education, where I worked at universities in the United States, within Washington State, in the greater Seattle area. I worked at a couple different universities, working with students and business owners on education programs to really enhance community experiences and learning pathways as well. And after many years of being an educator and working in college access for students, I came to Microsoft working with Microsoft business partners and have been in the philanthropies organization for the last 3.5 years, really focused on educators and teacher skilling. And I'm really excited to dive in more to this community and group of work as the new strategy lead for the MIE Experts and Showcase Schools programs. So I'm very, very excited for us to officially kick off this program and to move to the very important information that we have for you all. So I'm going to, I believe, pass it over to Kaylee for the next portion of the event. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Keisha. We are so excited to have you all here. So fun looking through the Q&A here and seeing some familiar names. We see a lot of renewing MIEs for this year and also some new MIEs. So we're really excited that you're joining the community and we have a fun year in store for you all. So welcome, welcome. We have some fun stats for you here. It's always fun to see how many MIEs we have for this year versus last year. This year, we have just over 29,000 MIEs for the 2024-2025 year. So we are so thankful for all of your commitment to education and the amazing work that you're doing in your classrooms. And so thankful for everything you're doing. And of course, we are here to help support you. And we have this amazing community that supports itself in many ways. You all collaborate and join together via Teams or Facebook or in your local community calls as well to help share knowledge and expertise with each other. So we just love this community and all that you're doing. We also want to share really quickly, and I'm going to pass it off to Claire in a minute, our MIE Expert EDU Bites. So Claire is on to share a little bit about how you can tell us about the amazing work that you're doing in your classroom. So I'll pass it off to Claire to chat about that for a little bit.
Thank you so much, Kaylee, and I'll second the welcome. It is amazing to have so many of you who've chosen to stay in the community this year, and also to those of you who are joining new. So we'd really like to hear more about how you're utilising your devices and your tools in your classrooms. So we've created a little EduBite template, and I've posted this in our Teams environment as well. So I'm going to talk a bit about the team later. But basically what we'd like you to do is to share some expertise with us. So I've put in the deck here just a couple of examples of what your EduBite might look like. So you can download the template and you can share. So this is Luis, who works with the MIEs in the UK. Some of you may recognize him if you're from the UK. And he was sharing on his EduBite all about how he's using Microbit and Excel in the STEM programs. So we'd really like to know what is it that you're doing. Maybe you're using Reading Progress or Learning Accelerators. Maybe you're using OneNote. Maybe you're using Power BI. So please do share something, and then take a screenshot and post it in the team. You can even post it in the Facebook group if you'd like to. So we'd really like you to join the team and to make your EduBite. So do check that out. And there's instructions in the template of how to make your announcement in the team as well. Thanks, Kaylee. So a little bit about Showcase Schools. So I know some of you who are joining the call today are leaders of Showcase Schools. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're really, really pleased to have so many of you joining the community this year. The community of Showcase Schools is continuing to grow with 580 or so Showcase Schools in the community this year. And having spent most of the summer looking at all of your sways and your nominations, there is some absolutely fantastic work going on from the MIEs in those schools and from the Showcase School leaders. So absolutely superb. And once again, we'd really like to hear what it is that you're doing and for you to share and introduce your school. So in a similar way to the EduBite, we would like to share the Showcase School Spotlight. So again, a template for Showcase School leaders to download and create their own Showcase School Spotlight and post in the team. So there's two channels in the team that you can post in for the Showcase Schools, the Spotlight channel and the Showcase School channel. And the next slide looks very similar to the EduBite slide. There's a space for you to insert your school logo, to share your sway, so you can share your sway link as well, and to tell us how you're utilizing the ETF in I can see the sun coming in there. Utilize the ETF in your school. So please do head to the team and complete a Showcase School Spotlight and an MIEE EduBite. And I think I'm going to hand back over to Kaylee.
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much, Clara. We appreciate it, and definitely encourage all of you to participate in either the MIEE EduBites or the Showcase School Spotlights. So once again, we can learn a little bit about you. With a community of over 30,000 educators and school leaders, it's really hard for us to be able to collaborate with you all one-on-one. But this is an amazing way that we can get to know you all, and your community can get to know you all as well by sharing the helpful tips that you have in the classroom and the amazing work that we know all of you are doing. All right, so I'm going to jump right into a little bit of helpful guidance for you. And hopefully a lot of you have already done this. But if you haven't, we want to just give you some helpful instructions on some new details that we have for this year. So something a little different for this year is that we are requesting that you sign a terms and conditions document. And this is just crucial for the operation of our program and making sure we're all on the same page. So to do this, you will have to log into aka.ms/edu nomination. You should be familiar with that site because that is where you submitted your nomination to be an MIE expert or a Showcase School. So from there, you'll log in using your same email that you got your welcome letter from, which is a really crucial part. So make sure you find your welcome email, find the email that it was sent to, and log in with that. You can also reset your password if needed as well. Once you log in successfully, you will view a pop-up which will have terms and conditions, and it'll also have some helpful insights to update your profile information, which is really helpful for all of us, making sure we have your correct name, your correct email, and all of those important details as well. Once you accept these terms and conditions, that is when you will gain access to all the amazing resources that we know you want, including your Credly badge will be awarded within 24 to 48 hours after you sign the terms and conditions. You'll have access to our Worldwide Educator community team, the link to self-add, which is now working. I know we posted that in Teams and Facebook, and Claire will be going over the team in a minute, but you can now join that team and it's working. Thanks for your patience on that. For MIEs, you can join the Facebook group. You can join or get access to your social media templates, including the Showcase School one if you're a Showcase School, your Quick Start Guide, And then you also got the ICS files for this meeting, which you'll no longer need. And then lastly, we have an email signature on there for you as well. So all of these resources we know you want. So just go ahead and log in to the nomination tool, sign those terms and conditions, and you'll have access to all of those. All right. And then since we're flip-flopping, I will hand it back to Clara.
Thank you so much, Kaylee. So a little bit about the team. So as Kaylee mentioned, the Teams join link is now working. Thank you so much for your patience on that. We know that the edutainment team worked really hard to get that up and running as quickly as they could. So thank you for your patience with that. But it is now working, and I can see that there are a good few of you who are in there, and I've even seen a Showcase School spotlight pop up just this moment. So you can go and have a look at your other Showcase schools. So you will find in your resources page that there is a link to join the team. When you click on that link, it will ask you to put your email address in. So choose the email address that you want to use to access the team. And then you need to accept the invitation. So when you put in your email address, you will receive an email to that address inviting you to join the team. So you then need to check that email, just double check your junk just in case, make sure you've typed the email address correctly, check the email and accept the invitation. In order to access the team, you do need to switch tenants. So there's a really handy screenshot in the bottom right of your screen. Flopsy has really helped us by showing us that whatever tenant you're usually on, you will then see Microsoft Education tenant at the bottom, and you can switch to that tenant, and that is where you will find the team. The team will not appear in amongst your normal school teams or normal home teams that you're using. So do be sure to accept the invitation, and then you need to make sure you're signed in with Teams with that email that you've chosen, and then switch tenants. So just a quick run through of the channels that we've got in that team. So we've got our Get Started channel. We've utilized a feature of being able to rename the general channel. So that's coming soon to your tenants. So we've got our Get Started channel. That's where we've posted some of the resource links as well. The spotlights and the EduBytes product announcements. So Mike uses that to post, Mike Folston uses that to post all the most recent updates. Our events is there, celebrations, accessibility, edu, AI, and you can use all of those channels to post your thoughts, post questions, and to really communicate with each other. And there's a couple of secret private channels in there too. So some of you might be joining us as MIE fellows. Congratulations to you. And we'll certainly be looking at utilizing those spaces for you as well. Okay, so talking about the events channel, I am going to hand back to Kaylee once again to add a bit more insight into some of the events that we've got upcoming.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Claire. So we do have an exciting calendar of events for you all this year, and we are excited to have all of these. Of course, you've all made it to the welcome call. I know we'll probably get some questions if we'll be sharing the recording and the deck for this. And of course, we will have that accessible for you all in the team for you to use. So congratulations on making it to the welcome call. We are also setting up a bi-monthly cadence for these calls as well. So it's just a way for us to be in touch with you and hear about the amazing work you're doing via Q&A, and also for us to help you and share with you some helpful guidance as well for what we're planning and what Microsoft is doing currently. So you'll see we have some dates for you here. We haven't sent out these ICS files or the calendar invites yet. So what we're requesting you to do is just mark these on your calendar and reserve these dates for you. So you'll see we have November 20th, we have January 29th, March 26th, May 28th, and that will wrap us up till the next nomination season, which is super exciting. We'll have some special speakers on all of these, so we will definitely keep you in the loop on what we have in store for all of that. You can also, as a reminder, these calls will all take place during the exact same times that these calls are, so that will be 8 a.m. Pacific, and 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you're looking for that time in your time zone, you can put that into Bing and search, or you could always ask Copilot. That would be a really great way to use Copilot, is to ask what time in my time zone is 8 a.m. Pacific time, and then be able to put that on your calendar as well. So please save the dates for all of these, and we will stay in touch with you all. And we're really excited for everything. All right, I think as we move on, we have up next on the agenda, I think maybe we can go ahead. We are having a little bit of an issue getting our special speaker in. I'm going to ask really quickly if Patrick is on, and maybe we can jump over to your session, Patrick, and do a quick introduction. Does that work for you?
Yes, it most definitely does. Let me just
Perfect.
light on my face, but yes, I can do it.
Perfect.
Thanks,
Let me
Kaylee.
skip forward a few slides for you, and we will have you do a quick introduction. There you go. Perfect.
All right. Thank you, Kaylee, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Just so thrilled to be with you today and to introduce myself, but more importantly, just to say congratulations and thank you to this wonderful community. Congratulations to all the MIE experts, the fellows, the showcase schools that have been selected for this year's cohort. I truly know how much work and commitment it takes to get to this point and to be a part of this community. And it's really, it's a result of your passion, your commitment to leveraging technology in innovative ways for teaching and learning. And it's that same passion and commitment that you're applying to your students in your classrooms and making an impact across the world. So the impact of this community, the passion of this community is really truly inspiring to me. And again, I just wanted to start by saying congratulations and thank you for being engaged here today and hopefully going forward. I think it's been said in the past, you know, communities like this, you get what you give, and the more you put into the community, the more you and others will benefit from that. So we're excited to learn from all of you, for opportunities for you to learn from each other and to share things that we're doing here at Microsoft and Microsoft Philanthropies. So with that, let me just introduce myself briefly. My name is Patrick Osteen. I am Director of Learner Programs within our Microsoft Philanthropies Skills for Social Impact team. And prior to coming to Microsoft in 2015, I was actually a high school teacher for 8 years in Washington, D.C. I taught high school physics and engineering and chemistry for a time, and was always passionate about leveraging technology in the classroom. So throughout my career, my passion has been education, supporting educators, supporting students. And I'm just thrilled to be, in this privileged position to help guide and support this program in this important community. I just did want to take just a couple minutes in the limited time that I have to talk about our work at Microsoft Philanthropies, since this program now falls under the Philanthropy Skills for Social Impact team. I thought the community might be interested to hear more about what we're doing within our Microsoft Philanthropies work, particularly around AI skilling. So that's really a key part of our philanthropic strategy at Microsoft, is recognizing that building AI skills is a critical part of how we empower people and communities with technology. And we know that technology doesn't serve a community unless people have the skills to actually put that technology to work. And we know that education and educators are such a critical component of serving the community and building those skill sets within the community. So what we're doing is kind of setting an ambitious goal to engage and support 25 million learners with AI skills by 2025. So it's a pretty broad, global, ambitious goal. This program is part of that work, the work that you all do in terms of learning AI skills and related skills that are going to support the use of AI and other technology in the classroom and supporting your students' learning to that effect as well. We're also working with industry leaders. We're working with nonprofits, NGOs, international government organizations, partnering with government institutions, really just to bring AI learning and skilling and opportunity at scale across the world. So again, ambitious goals that we have, and you all are a part of that ambition that we have to really bring the power of AI to education, and you all are leaders in that work. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say for now, but excited to to be a part of this community, to meet you all, and yeah, thank you for the opportunity to speak. I'll pass it back to Kaylee.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Patrick. We appreciate it, and we're so excited for the coming year and for your support and all of our Microsoft personnel that we work with to help make this program operational. We're so excited. We are having a little bit of an issue jumping or getting our special speaker in, but I think what we maybe can do now, unless he's able to join, is we could possibly just jump to our breakout sessions. Does that work for you, Clara? Hope you're on mute. Oh. Clara, if you can unmute, that would be great.
So sorry, I knew it would be me who would do that. I was saying maybe we all just stay together for this bit. Just in case we can manage to get the special speaker on later. So you go first, and then I'll do Showcase Schools after.
Perfect. Amazing. So we'll do a brief overview of the MIE Expert Quick Start Guide, which is super exciting. Let me go ahead and screen share, and I can do a quick walkthrough of that. And let me know in chat if our special speaker arrives and we can jump over to his presentation. All right, let's see. So every year we put together a quick start guide for MIE experts and Showcase schools. And this is something to really just help guide you all in everything. All of your helpful information and insight that you could possibly need is really in this quick start guide. We really view it as a living document as well. So throughout the year, as we have links that are valuable or we gain new resources that we could possibly have to that may assist you, you can go to this quick start guide and review those within it. I will make a note that this is one of the resources that you will not be able to access until you sign those terms and conditions. So it's really, really important that you go ahead into the nomination tool and sign those terms and conditions and then go from there. And you'll gain that access to this. You'll see here we have a table of contents where you can quickly go to all the different sections. We have a Meet the Team section. If you need further guidance on how to join the team, we have our team here, and we also have some rules and regulations for operating in our team. And I think this is just really important for you all to be aware of. So I'll share this for a minute. One of the things we really want you to focus on is to ensure that your posts contribute to the group as whole. So like I said, we have just around 30,000 educators and school leaders in the community from a global scale. So we want to make sure that we're not just sharing things that are helpful in our region, but that are helpful as on a global scale and you think will be helpful in different regions. So that's really important to know. Also, as a reminder, be kind and courteous. We request this and we'll treat you with a kind and courteous attitude as well. So we just want to make it a welcoming environment for all that are joining the community, and we really appreciate that. And that's one of the best things about our community is just having that encouraging attitude and encouraging vibe around those in the community. So we really appreciate your help with that. Respect everyone's cultural and religious beliefs as well. Like I said, we are on a global scale, so we want to be kind and courteous in that area as well. One issue that we have pretty much on a yearly basis is sharing badges, certificates, and points earned. So one of the things we request is for you not to share your badges and certificates within our teams and Facebook groups, just because everyone has the badges and everyone has the same social media templates. So we don't need to bombard that on our team and our Facebook group. So we encourage you instead to share that on your personal social media and share the good news there, whether that's on X or LinkedIn or Facebook, whatever platform you use. Definitely share that out, but please don't share that out in our teams and Facebook groups. Please respect everyone's privacy, no hate speech or bullying. Do not advertise your personal business on these. We encourage you to, of course, attend events, but we want to make sure that everyone is able to access all of the learning opportunities and it's not a place where you're just promoting your business. And then do not share local learning opportunities. You'll have different areas, whether it's within your future fellows calls or whatever it might be, that you will be able to share local learning opportunities, but please don't share those on the global scale. All right, Facebook group, we have some guidance how to join there with the same rules. We have links to your social media templates. We have guidance on how to connect with our global training partners. So if you individually or your school would like to grow and continue your professional development journey, we really recommend that you connect with global training partners to help facilitate that. They're all equipped in training in Microsoft tools, and you can find that at aka.ms/findatrainer. We also have some brand guidelines on how to use Microsoft's logo and graphics here as well. We have here some events. So we have our welcome call links here, but as we get the ICS files for future events and the join links for that, we'll be adding those in the quick start guide as well. And then where you can connect with Microsoft at conferences in the future. These are currently the conferences that Microsoft is planning on attending. So we have a What's New in Microsoft EDU section as well, where we'll be sharing helpful tips from some of our Microsoft personnel, such as Mike Thulfson. So as we get upcoming updates on learning accelerators or new tools, this is a really exciting place to check back so you can get and have record of everything that you need to learn more about what's happening at Microsoft currently. We also have partner offers. So this is a huge perk of being in the community, is working with a lot of these other tech companies, and they will offer either heavily discounted or free offerings. And this year we've also added resources that you can now access with help from the philanthropies team. They have added and requested that we have resources as well as tech tools that you can gain access to. So we're really thankful for all of these different companies that have partnered with us in order to give you offerings. You'll find details of these offerings here, including the sign-up page, the regions available, the category. So this one says coding, art, math, empathy, and collaboration. You'll see the age group, the languages offered, and then the solution site or name as well. So this is amazing. Definitely check out all of these partner offers. And we are really, like I said, really thankful to work with these companies. All right, we also have some of our other close partners and companies that we work with. So Minecraft Education has put together a special slide that you can learn about what they're doing. You can get trained on using Minecraft Education, which is amazing. We also have some communities that you can join from Minecraft. It's not allowing me to click properly. There you go. So you have options to join the Teachers Lounge and become a Minecraft ambassador. So lots of opportunities if you're looking for other ways to get plugged in with Microsoft tools. Definitely check this out. You can start a Minecraft club, learn a little bit more about coding, cybersecurity, and AI, which is amazing. And then we have build challenges here, which are always so fun for you to use with your students. Highly recommend you do this as well. We also have our friends from MakeCode that added some content for you as well. So we have MakeCode. What is MakeCode? How to get involved with that. Connections between MakeCode and Minecraft here. We have MakeCode FAQ. So everything you could possibly need from MakeCode as well is right here. And then we had them also add a little bit of details about Visual Studio Code for Education, which is an amazing resource for you all. We also have the Microsoft Certified Coach. So if you're a coach within your school or district, this is an amazing program that is pretty new, just founded within the last year, where you can become a Microsoft Certified Coach. They do have cohorts, mostly in the US, but extending to around the world as well. So this is definitely something that you can check out and learn a little bit more about what becoming a Microsoft Certified Coach is, and how to get involved in the process of that. So recommend you check that out as well. And then here at the end, we're adding FAQs that are valuable for all of you. So we get a lot of questions from you, and some of them are about Credly badges or how to receive your welcome mail. How do you get your MIE badge? So as we get these questions pouring in, we'll continue to update these, and we're really excited to share all of these with you. So it looks like our special speaker has just arrived right in time as I'm wrapping up. Wow, the timing is so great. So I'm going to pop back to our slides here, and I'm going to let Mark Sparvel take over. Thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you, and just check, Kaylee, you can hear me okay?
Yes, I can, and I can
Progress
put
to the
you
slides.
on screen if you'd like as well.
That would be great.
Perfect. All right, let me go back to your slides here. Sorry, giving everyone a brief preview as I hop over. There you go. Perfect.
Okay,
Thanks, Mark.
thanks so much. Thank you, Kaylee. And g'day, everybody. It just had some slight technical difficulties, could you imagine, first thing this morning. But if you're going to give somebody some technical difficulties, give it to an ex-school teacher or an ex-school principal. And, you know, we deal with complexity, ambiguous situations all of the time. So welcome, everybody, to this brief sort of 10-15 minute session on the power of possible, where I'm going to talk a bit about how Microsoft Education is thinking about AI in education and what the opportunities are for you as Showcase Schools and MIEEs to be able to contribute to our thinking. We can jump to the next slide. So I'm currently an education director at Microsoft. I've been here 10 years, but I consider myself to be a recovering teacher of 25 years, a principal and a very sloppy academic. In fact, trivia point for you, long before MIEEs were invented, or MIEs, I was one of Microsoft's innovative teachers in 2009. That was the final year of that program. It became the Microsoft Innovative Education Experts. And I was also in a school which was a Microsoft Pathfinder school, the program that I took forwards into becoming Showcase Schools after that. So that's kind of exciting to have this full circle experience with you right now. I'm interested in education. I'm interested in it because I'm a grandfather of two and a father of two. And I believe strongly that technology, particularly generative AI, is a leveling agent, is a way forwards to humanize learning and to not just digitize content or curriculum. Another bit of trivia about me is that I'm a deeply interested person in social and emotional learning and emotional intelligence. We can jump to the next slide. So I see this as an opportunity for me to bring those two interests together, EI, emotional intelligence, and AI, artificial intelligence. They're not two agendas which are conflicting, but they're two which very much have got a synergy between them. Microsoft's mission, when we think about the power of the possible, is to empower every learner, every leader, every teacher on the planet to achieve more. And when we say empower, we mean empower with skills and dispositions to help humans flourish. Importantly, when we say achieve, we mean achieve academically, socially, and responsibly, through civic participation. It's why I'm really excited with this community of experts on this call today. I love your global perspective. I always have, from Botswana to Egypt to Portugal. Shout out to all of you. I've visited schools in your beautiful countries. Familiar faces like Lyneth from South Africa and Dr. I always get the name wrong, Meenakshi from India. Delighted to see those familiar faces and other ones, and also delighted to get acquainted with everybody else. For those of you joining us today who are coming from places of conflict or experiencing disruption, whether it's political, social, or environmental, we extend our care and also our extra gratitude for you making time to be part of this amazing community. But on this slide, one final comment, sorry, we just go back. The important one is when we talk about every learner, at Microsoft, we talk about every learner regardless of ability or disability, mobility, income, geography, or identity. And we design our products with inclusion at the heart. We can jump forwards. Think about this as an introduction and an invitation. It's an introduction to how we're thinking about artificial intelligence, and it's an introduction to me and the rest of the education team to make sure you follow up. We'll be active in your Facebook and other social groups. So how do we fit this AI agenda with that vision for Microsoft education? Well, what you're looking at is what we call the power of possible. It's the AI capability wheel. And at the very heart is, how do we make learning fair for everyone? And we've listened to educators like yourself across the last 3 years, and we've heard 3 or 4 very strong agenda items. And as you're thinking about the EduBites and Clara's Showcase School highlight stories, this might be a good way to look through about what you're doing to help promote how do we accelerate learning, help every kid keep up, catch up, get ahead. How do we prepare students for the future, for a digital economy fueled by AI? How do we improve efficiencies of our schools, our organisations, and unlock resources of time, money, and even energy? And how do we do this in a way that's trustworthy, is safe, secure, and responsible? These are the things that matter most to us in Microsoft as we design solutions and reimagine with AI how we make learning fair. We can jump to the next slide. So we know that AI is everywhere, and we look at it in these 3 broad buckets. Next slide. AI that's reactive, that's all around us, you know, Roomba, who never listens to me when I try to get it to clean my kitchen, and Alexa intelligent agents that respond to specific inputs. Plus there's also predictive AI, and you see that in things like Kindle recommendations, or when Netflix suggests what you might like to watch next, or when a mapping application kind of can identify a better route. Then we've got generative AI, which is creating that new content, something novel from learned patterns, if you like, a reasoning engine. And examples there are obviously ChatGPT and things like Microsoft Copilot. Next slide. There's a really big shift, and I just want to take a second to underscore this and not to bore you terribly this morning, but there's a big shift here for teachers. One big shift is this: you're now all a manager. You've got Microsoft Copilot as your AI assistant. You've now got somebody working alongside you, and managing somebody involves a whole bunch of new skills. You've got to set parameters, you've got to check authenticity, you've got to ensure the output is what it is that you're after. So managing another agent or another person is tricky. It's a new skill. Another big shift is we've shifted from engaging with information by saving it, retrieving it, sharing it, to dialoguing with it. There's this fundamental shift from documents to dialogue. We're now having conversations with information, not just accessing it and reading it. And this is happening through this natural language interface that's sitting on top of a large language model and other data. And the algorithm is like a reasoning engine. It's making sense. We can go to the next slide. So Microsoft Copilot, you can just have a read of this one, a bit of recommended reading. Microsoft Copilot is your AI assistant for education, and it provides access to the most advanced AI models for free. New models now including ChatGPT-4 and capabilities like recent chats you might have noticed popping up where it's remembering previous prompts. And of course, it all comes with that enterprise data protection promise and copyright protection. So should there ever be an issue around content created by Copilot, Microsoft stands behind you to protect you as the original developer of that prompt and that content. That's a great book there if you haven't read it, from Salman Khan. Obviously, we just announced recently Khan Migo available for free for all teachers, so make sure you get into that. We can jump to the next slide. There's a bunch of ways to get started, and I'm sure you're already long in your Copilot experience and the other AI tools. Obviously, copilot.microsoft.com will give you access to Copilot in the Edge browser. Some of you will be using M365 Copilot, which is exciting. We've got things like Designer at Microsoft.com for you to get creative with. Next slide. And of course, we've got our learning accelerators, which are pretty exciting. This is how we help every student keep up, catch up, and get ahead. And it's built around this idea that AI should be a coach, that AI should be able to help guide you towards what comes next in your learning and help adapt it. And there's amazing examples in there, like you can see at the top, the web version. It's also a downloadable free app from the store, which is Reading Coach on the web, allowing students to create their own choose your own adventure stories, adjust the type and complexity of the text, and practice over and over again, plus things like Speaker Coach sitting in PowerPoint. Example there below as I practiced what I was going to say today. The next slide. These are great examples of AI embedded within existing products. So our learning accelerators cover things like Reading Coach, Search Coach, Search Progress, Speaker Progress, and you can look up easily the Learning Accelerator website on microsoft.com/education and find out about all of those experiences. So at Microsoft, we've got both Copilot delivering an AI experience, whether it's in Edge, whether it's in M365, whether it's in GitHub. You've got experiences which are embedded into products, like embedded into Reading Coach, Reading Progress with automatic AI-generated rubrics for marking, for example, or Reading Coach passages. You have those available too, which are embedded into projects, into the product itself, plus lots more to come. You would have seen exciting things in Teams as well. Up on the screen, you can see a great resource that certainly would encourage all of the MIEEs to share with their leadership teams, and obviously all of the Showcase School leadership teams to become familiar with. Keep in mind it's being updated frequently, and that's the Microsoft Education AI Toolkit. You can see how it's organized on the screen and a deep link for it. One of the sections is called AI Navigators, and it looks at schools and systems and entire countries at how they're approaching the adoption of AI, whether it's building their own intelligent agents or leveraging tools like Copilot or making awesome use of features built into our products, like in the learning accelerators. We can jump to the next slide. So what I would just like to say in closing is, number one, that's how Microsoft Education is thinking about AI. We're thinking about it in terms of how does it ensure more equitable learning? How does it give every kid the best seat in the house? That's what we're aiming to do. And I want to, again, just say thank you to all of you joining this call. There's over 1,000 of you. It's you each and every day who makes decisions around how you teach, what you teach, and what you use to teach that helps to propel our learners forwards. We're not preparing students for the future. We're enabling them with skills, dispositions, tools, values, attitudes to create a preferred future. So make no mistake, people in the room right now, you are the architects of the future. And on behalf of Microsoft Education, thank you for your passion, your time, commitment. I can't wait to see what you do next. Back to you, Kaylee.
Thank you so much, Mark. We're so thankful that you came on and joined us amidst all the tech issues. But thank you so much for sharing about the impact that Microsoft has currently in using AI as well. We hope that you all take those resources that Mark shared and check them out and use them in your classroom, because there's some very valuable tools there. All right, so now we have Clara on, and she's going to share a little bit about the Showcase School Quick Start Guide. So no need to jump out to the breakout session for this. We'll just share it on, and hopefully this is an encouragement for all of you MIEs on the call as well to become Showcase schools and get your schools to advocate to become Showcase schools as well. So I'll pass it off to you, Clara. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kaylee. Yes, welcome to all Showcase School leaders. And I'm sure that many of the MIE experts on the call are themselves part of Showcase Schools. So that's absolutely brilliant. So Showcase School leaders, when you log into the nomination site, accept the terms and conditions, you will have access to Showcase School resources. And as part of the Showcase School resources, we have a quick start guide here. So we've got a little welcome at the start of the quick start guide with some shortcuts to each of the sections. So I'm just going to quickly run through what's in here. So we've got our welcome message and a reminder of how you can update your details. It's really important that you do make sure that your details in the nomination site are up to date, because in addition to the team, the mailing list from that nomination site is going to be the main way that we contact you. So do keep up to date with that, and do let us know if you change school leaders. We're going to develop a process for that, so you can let us know how we can transfer your Showcase School accreditation from one school leader to another. So just make sure it's kept updated, and we can share the process for updating your school leader when we finalise that. So we've got this where to start, so things like bookmarking the Quick Start Guide. We've got a link there directly into Microsoft Learn about the Microsoft Educator and Advanced Educator badges, so that as Showcase School leaders, you can encourage your educators to be working towards those badges, so that you can maintain your Showcase School accreditation for the following year. And then we've also got a link to the MIEE expert information in there as well. A reminder of the educator community, joining the team, everything we've talked about today. So just reminding you to jump in there to keep up to date and to share your Showcase School spotlight. And then a bit more information about different ways that you can get training. So there's a bit in there at the moment about the Minecraft Teacher Academy. So then we've got this special Showcase School section. So if you want to host your own Showcase event, there's the branded marketing materials. So on your SCS resources page, you can access all of the badges. So you've got the Adobe Illustrator files in that link from the resources page. So do jump in, grab those badges and start creating your own banners. I know some schools really like to create plaques to go on the outside of their school building, or some of you make banners and you make your own local awards and things like that. So the Adobe Illustrator file is available from your Showcase School resources page. Then we've got a bit of a section about professional development. So if you are a Showcase School leader, then you need to be encouraging your staff to be achieving those educator badges, the advanced educator badges, and MIEEs. So, you know, we have got over 1,000. It just says 1K. There we go, 1,057 people on the call today, the majority of whom I'm sure have gone through this process and successfully achieved that MIEE expert badge. So it's really important that you're encouraging as many of your educators to achieve that badge as possible, and the preparation starts now. And then we've got that renewal process, so MIEEs in your schools, supporting them to renew. There's also the MCE. So the MCE is the examination. So you can still encourage your educators to work towards the MCE. That's all there. It's just recommended that 2% of educators have that. It's no longer a requirement, but there were lots and lots of schools who did have that MCE. We were really pleased to see that it is something that schools are still striving for, and that understand that 21 CLD is a vital part of utilising Microsoft tools within their establishment. So that's there, and a reminder of vouchers. So we have still got a few vouchers. So if you are interested in getting vouchers for your school, then there's all the details there of what you need to do in order to get those. You've just achieved Showcase School, but it doesn't end here. You're always growing. We'd love for you to stay in the community. So we hope that you get a lot out of the community this year, but next year will come around really quick. So there is that's just waiting there ready for you, so that when it comes around next year, then it's all there and ready. And there's some sway examples there. There's a few examples. I'm going to add more in here. These are actually examples from last year. But now that you're all in and I've finished reviewing you, then I'm really excited to add some more sway examples in there. But do please jump into the team and do your Showcase School spotlights and put your sway in. So jump into the team, put your sway link there for other people to kind of check you out. Then we've got the monthly calls. You've just seen that. A reminder of how to add the ICS file to your calendar, so you can make sure that you're getting that in your calendar, and a reminder about Pacific time as well. So a little bit of education there about the Pacific time. Then we've got some dive deeper in there as well. So we're going to there's some dive deeper, there's some bits about training and the bits about Minecraft in there. Some of that's repeated from the MIEE, so it's all in there. So please do share your sways from this year. When you're preparing those, we are going to be looking at moving to PowerPoint for those for kind of future, but we'll share all information about that when we come up to renewal for next year. So that is our Showcase School Quick Start Guide, and that can be accessed from your resources page alongside all of those badges. So thank you so much, and again, congratulations. We are absolutely delighted to have so many of you as Showcase Schools. I'm really looking forward to seeing those Showcase School spotlights and to hearing your successes of your events that you're having across the year. So I'm going to jump back to Kaylee, I think, or are we going to Patrick at this point?
I think at this point we're wrapping up our call. We've accomplished everything we need to.
Fantastic.
So we have the quick start guides and of course our team's guidance and everything. So we're all really thankful that you joined the call today, and hopefully you got all the insight that you needed to get started for this year. Like we said, we're really, really excited for this coming year and everything that we have in store. So thank you for joining. And we will see you all in Teams and in the MIE Facebook group and all of that in the coming weeks and months. So stay tuned. Definitely check your emails for future updates. And thank you all for joining. Claire, any closing remarks?
Yeah, just to say that we have been monitoring the Q&A. So if you have posted a question in the Q&A and you feel like it hasn't been responded to, we will get onto those. So do please continue to check the Q&A, and we will respond to all of those. But do check back if you posted a question, because you may find that we've responded there. And we really look forward to seeing you in Teams and seeing you on our calls in the future.
Perfect. Thank you so much, all. We hope you have a great rest of your day, whether it's evening, afternoon, morning for you all. And we will see you all soon.